Hello everyone, this is Pat with the Angel Divination YouTube channel with our daily oracle card reading and message for Monday, the 11th of February, 2013. Wow, we get the 211 in the date today. So that's really, again, about focusing your thoughts on positive things, what you'd like to have in your life, and having faith and trust that those are manifesting. And I know that the cards that have come up on YouTube recently, I know I got one card, and I know Angel Steve got another, the same card from the goddesses, Ostara, for fertility. And, basically there's that message there that, yeah, I mean, this is a very fertile time to plant the seeds of your manifestations, what you'd like to develop and see in your life. So really, really, be bold, I would say, even, and really get in touch with what your heart's desires are. So let's move forward. This is Monday, so it's our, Mermaid Monday. And I also brought out the Archangels today to see what their message is going into this week of Valentine's Day. I know that the fairy cards that came up for the weekend, forgiveness and letting go and surrendering and stuff like that, were very, very true for me. Even the detoxification, I found I was really, examining my thought patterns, beliefs, and judgments and working on letting them go. So anyways, let's see what the mermaids have to say, what their message is for us today for the YouTube community, or just in general. Okay, interesting. Blessed change is what comes out. All right, and it says, a major life change brings you great blessings. Okay, so this indicates a major life change. And the kind that, as it starts out, we can feel out of sorts as we make changes. It's as big changes are going on in our life, it can feel a little difficult to feel like we're organized or that we have our act together sometimes. And so, it's a positive change, as the card indicates. It's bringing you blessings. But sometimes initially it can appear as a challenge. And that really kind of makes you step into that place where, I need to rethink how I do this or how I approach this kind of thing. And I believe, again, I want to make a shout out to Angel, who was talking about the astrological aspects of it, about the new moon that's come in, and it's a little bit about thinking outside the box. And so, as we encounter, some challenges, these challenges are bringing, positive changes into our life, because it's kind of forcing us to, look at and approach things in a different way. As they say, necessity is the mother of invention. And, or, in this case, what our challenging situations creates a necessity that inspires in us, or, implores us to look at other possibilities, at what else is possible, and, how can it get any better? How can things change in a positive way? How can I move forward with this? What needs to change, kind of thing. I know it was a very powerful thing that Doreen, who is the creator of these cards, always said, you can ask of your angels, your guardian angels, the archangels, what would you like to see me change about my life right now? And there's the train in the background. And listen to the guidance that they give. It's not about trying to make you uncomfortable. It's really more about helping you define more peace, energy, success, happiness, what have you, in your life in many areas. So this week brings in the winds of change, is what this card is indicating. And it also, I feel like, may initiate a little bit of, maybe feeling pressured or busyness, like, okay, this means it's going to create a little bit of a to-do list for you. But you can reframe that into what they call a done list, which is a way of manifesting or thinking of it as already being done. But so it's going to stimulate some action on your part, I think, to look at what needs to be done. All right, and the other card that's flipped out right along with it, once again, this is a time to move on. And it says, it's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. All right, again, sometimes part of that change is that something needs to be let go of, whether it's an old way of thinking, um, a job that you have, a relationship, a just maybe a particular company that is a vendor for you that you do business with. So, or a way that you have, um, you know, maybe what has to be let go of is the same old way of thinking about something. Sometimes we need to take back, as I said in this one, take a step back and take a different picture, reframe it. So these are some of the things that are, these are some of the themes that are coming into this week. It looks like it's going to be an interesting week with some movement in it, that is in a positive new direction. Everything changes. The universe is always, growing and expanding and changing, and we need to ride that wave, and follow those inner nudges to make changes. Because when we don't, sometimes what happens is, like I said, the universe is always growing, changing, and expanding, and an experience will end up coming along that forces you to change. So follow your inner nudges that are urging you to make changes now. So now let's see which archangels are working with us as we head into this week. All right, and that came flying out. That's all I'll say. And it's Archangel Azrael with a message of comfort. And he says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Okay, so some of these changes, as we make them, especially with the time to move on, Archangel Azrael is here to help us with comforting us through any kind of feelings of loss that we may have around that. Okay, he's an angel that helps us deal with the loss of loved ones, but it can be any kind of loss. It can be a financial loss, loss of faith, loss of a relationship, even if you're moving on from it and knowing it's for the better for you. Now, I'm saying this from the perspective of us making the positive changes that we need to move on. Sometimes you can be on the other side of that, and maybe you're the one who's getting let go of, in terms of the relationship. And, so again, Azrael brings in here comfort, and the angels want to remind us that, these changes, although it may not seem that way initially, really are, for the better. Again, when there's a vacuum created in our life that comes from the ending of things, nature abhors a vacuum. So there's something else, and look for positive new things to come in and visit. And actually, what I feel like is it may stimulate within you, or allow it to stimulate within you, new creative endeavors. If there's a void there, fill that space with creative things. Maybe it's a painting, a piece of music, or writing that ultimately leads you to writing for something, or writing lyrics that become a song or something like that. But many wonderful creative things have come out of people who, when they were experiencing a time of loss. But Azrael brings you comfort and support, and I do feel like it's comfort and support of family and friends, and but Azrael provides comfort in a variety of ways, comfort to our heart, and he allows us to help us to feel our emotions through, and he'll help you sleep too. When I look at this card, you can think of archangels as being the overseers. So if I would put this card any place, I would put it, over. Azrael is overseeing, these changes that are taking place, helping to bring you comfort as they occur, and with whatever experiences you have. And what else do I want to say about this card? What other messages am I getting with it? Oh, I was starting to say he does help you to sleep. If in any way what's occurring is giving you restless nights of sleep where you're waking up at night, technical difficulties with my cards, where you're waking up at night and, the emotions surrounding it are keeping you awake, spinning around in your head at night. Or, if it's making you cry or feel angry, what have you, ask Azrael to help you to get a good night's sleep, to help you process your feelings. And, angels will lay their blanket of light over you, and they'll work with you at night while you sleep if you invite them in and allow them to do that. So he is who we're working with this week. And it also may be you who's bringing comfort to someone else. But know that the angels they've got your back. They're, behind the scenes here, helping to provide support through this time of changes and challenges. Okay? So have a great Monday. It looks like it's going to be an interesting week. And, looking forward to that. So we'll see what happens. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great Monday, and I look forward to speaking with you very soon. Blessings.